Welcome to the Mark II travel pod assembly video. I've got the main fabric laid out upside down. I've put the crossbar in position on top of the webbing, and I've separated all the bars into the upper bars, the bottom bars and the legs and assembled them. They're all clearly marked with different coloured labels, so you shouldn't have any problems there. So the first thing to do is get the end bars, which have the two buttons on, and assemble the plastic fittings onto the end, making sure that the button clicks up into the holes. Once you've got both bars done, take one of the bars which has only one button at one end. You'll see the label at the end that has to be nearest to you. Insert into the pole, into the centre section, and make sure the button is pointing upwards and the bar is as far in as it can do. Take the second bar and slide it in, and you'll notice that it's quite difficult to get in because the fabric is pulling the bar in and not letting it go in. So if you take the end bar with the two plastic fittings on, put it onto the first section of the bar just before the button, and do the same on this side. It now holds the bar apart and you can slide the bar in quite easily. And I'll repeat it now on the other end. Once we've got it to that stage, we can press the button down, push the buttons. You can hear it click into place there. I'll do the same on the other end. You might need to gently rotate the bar to get the button into the correct alignment. There we go. Once we've got that done, we can connect these two zips at the end. They can be, when they're new, they can be a little bit tight, but as you use them, they do get a lot easier to put up. A piece on this end. Once you've got it to this stage, if you get your transport bag and remove the foam, you can then slide it into the pockets, like so, and then finally get your tension straps, tension them down, and you're ready to move on to the next stage. Bed base done, so we can now turn it over and assemble the top bracket. I've got that bar assembled. We've now want to put them into the two longest pockets. We have to make sure that the buttons are on the top and these wing nuts are pointing outwards. If you find that you think you've got, we've sent you two left-handed bars or two right-handed bars, just try putting your hand in the centre and turning it over, and lo and behold, you'll have the opposite hand. It's quite a common problem that people have panicked with, so just watch out for that one. So, wing nuts pointing outwards, slide it into the pocket, get the other bar, Same with that. Now get your shortest bar. You can actually put one plastic fitting on the end if you wanted to. Slide it through, click it into there. Again, depress the button. Make sure that it clicks into place. That's another plastic fitting onto the end. Repeat with the other end. Don't forget to thread it through the end pockets, that's another common problem that we've had. And then you get it all up and then you realise you've not put it through this pocket. Right, so there we have top and bottom frames completed. So all we need to do now, to the legs, lift one end, put the leg into the tube, same with that. Take the other two legs, lift it up, there we go. Now the next job is to attach these stays. So unwind the wing nuts until we can fit them on, slot them on underneath the wing nuts and clamp them up. You might need to shape the frame to get them to align properly. Just work your way around, tightening them up as you go along. Next job is to secure the legs to the bottom frame. So we get the Velcro strap. We can move the legs slightly out of the way to make it easier. Push it behind the opposite side, pull it through and fasten it back onto itself, and repeat for all four sides. Job. Put the corners around there, attach them to the bottom of the zip, and zip up the corner covers. For some people with challenging behaviour, you might find that the stability across the narrow side gives you a bit of worry with regard to it being tipped over. Therefore we do an additional, what we call a stability kit. To fit it, you'll see that there's holes at the bottom of the legs. The stability kit has long studs. Just position the studs through the holes. Put the wing nuts onto the back of the nut. Just leave them loose to begin with. Once you've got the wing nuts in place, you can extend these bars. Don't go too far. Make sure there's still at least a couple of inches inside the main bar. Extend these out. Once you're happy with them, nip up the wing nuts at the back. And you'll now find that it's much more stable and difficult to tip up.